Hello YouTube and welcome to tutorial number 22 in their PHP programming series, and this is going to be a short video hopefully, and we're going to investigate the isSet function. Now this will be used a lot in PHP because you'll understand in a moment. It will check if a variable is set and it will return the value of either true or false. So let's just make a simple PHP file. And we'll save this as isSet.php. And the way that we use the isSet function is simply by typing isSet. So what we can do is we can say if, and then we'll make our if statement here. Actually up here we're going to declare, no, we'll actually declare in here, sorry. So what we're going to do is say if, and then inside the if statement you just type isSet, and then in brackets you need to type the variable that you are checking if it's set or not. And in this case I'm going to check if the variable get user is set. So what this will do is it will check if the variable get user is set, and if it is, it will return true and execute this statement. If it is not, it will return false and it will ignore all the code inside here. So I'm going to say if is set get user, we're going to echo out welcome to the website, and then we'll concatenate get user. Whoops, being a bit sloppy today. Okay, so we'll save that, and now if we go to isSet.php, and you'll see that nothing has appeared. But if we type user equals Bob, it'll say welcome to the website Bob, and there's no space there, but that doesn't really matter. So that's simply how to use the isSet. So you simply type, you can put it in an if statement, you can type if and just type isSet, and in brackets you need to type the variable that you're checking is set or not, and what this will do is return either true or false. So let's just go into a more practical use for this. Let's see, I know, yep, we're going to create a calculator using the isSet. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a HTML page. So HTML body, and then we'll just close the HTML page. Right here we're just going to create a simple calculator. We'll call this add.php, and inside here we're going to make a little form. Let's say form action equals add.php, and you should know what this all means from a previous tutorial. And then the method's going to be get. We're going to use get, and then we're going to make two different text boxes. We're going to use a type number. So input type equals number. I'm going to make them a bit small, size equals 5, and we're going to set the name to num1. Okay, and then you need to set another input box, input type, the same thing, type equals number, size equals 5 again, but the name of this one is going to be num2. Okay, so we're going to make a little submit button here, type equals submit, and we'll make the value add. So this is going to just say add on the button. Okay, and that'll end our form. So if we save this, go to add.php, and we have our first, we'll add a plus sign there as well, just to make it look a little more neater. Okay, so now we have our first and second, but if we actually do anything with this, nothing happens because we haven't set it to do anything. So what we can do down here is we can simply add them together. So we'll declare a variable num1 is, actually no, we need to start our PHP first. So this is just a little lesson. You can embed PHP inside HTML, that's what it's meant for. So I will make a video after this on the best ways to embed PHP in HTML, but for now all you need to do is just put opening PHP tag and a closing PHP tag in between the HTML. So we'll open our PHP tag and close it. I'm going to say num1 is equal to, I'm going to get up here num1, close that, and then num2 is going to equal to, actually I forgot the quotation mark there, my bad, and num2 is going to be get num2. Okay, and all we need to do here is make a new variable called total, and that's going to be num1 plus num2. Okay, so now all we're doing here is getting the num1 from this text box and num2 from this text box and adding them together to make the variable total. So we can just echo that out. We can just say echo total is concatenate total onto that. Okay, but if we echo this out, you'll see, well actually if we just do this now, if we just reload this page, you'll see that it says the total is 7. That's because we're actually inputting these variables into this URL. num1 is 3 and num2 is 4. But if we go to the page add.php, you'll see we have these two ugly errors and it says the total is 0. That's not what we want for our page. So what we can do is use the isSet function here. All we need to do is wrap this code here inside isSet. So we'll make an if statement. We'll say if isSet, and we're looking for get num1. Yeah, I'm gonna say if isSet num1. I need another closing bracket there. Then we're gonna echo out this. But the problem with this is that we have two variables. We have this one, get num1, but we're also trying to call get num2, which doesn't exist. So all we need to do is, as in our logical operators, we'll just add an and then we'll type isSet and then get num2. Whoops. Okay, so now what that's going to do is going to check if num1 get num1 is set. So if the first text box has been entered, and then it's going to check if num2 is set, so if the second is entered. So if I save this, reload the page, and there's a parse error. Let me see what I've done wrong. Line 12. I've missed out the closing bracket here. Get very confused sometimes when there's so many, so save that, reload, and you'll see we don't have this ugly error anymore. And if we just type 4 plus add, we'll get our value here. Okay, and we can also make another if statement to add the value type. We can just type value equals and then do our PHP here and put the value there. But I'm not going to do that for this tutorial, since this tutorial was just aimed at, you know, looking at the isSet function. So thanks for watching this tutorial and hope this helped you. You will use the isSet function a lot, so make sure you get used to it, remember how it works, and enjoy the next video.